Is there a hidden agenda to suppress the success of the black quarterback in the NFL? P.S.A. man, y'all hit the like button, smack the subscribe button. Is there an undercover, under the table agenda to suppress the success of the black quarterback, the full-blooded, full-blown black quarterback? No spit on Patrick Mahomes, no shot at him or nothing like that. No disrespect. This video ain't aiming nothing personal at nobody. We talking straight football. Patty Mahomes, Lamar Jackson finna go with it in this AFC championship. I got Baltimore. Baltimore got the clear-cut best team all around. Best defense, Patrick Queen, Raekwon Smith out there. That Georgia boy finna show out. It's clear. It's a clear-cut a case of murder about to go down. Cause that the front four is vicious, the linebackers vicious, the cornerbacks vicious. Baltimore got the clear-cut best team. So if they don't win this Super Bowl, I'm gonna really feel like there's an undercover agenda to suppress the success of black quarterback. Cause this is what gets you into the Hall of Fame. This is what gets you into the Hall of Fame right here. Them Super Bowl rings. Them championships. That's what make it all work. That's what you play the season for. That's what you want. That's what every player wants to accomplish. They want to get that championship. Now, if this NFL is scripted, then you're going to see Baltimore play against San Francisco. Because if you fuck around and just Google this shit, that's who they got playing. But that's what a lot of circulation been going around about this. The Super Bowl logo is already showing the 49ers and the Ravens going to play. So, with that being said, if the NFL is scripted, why has there not been a lot of black quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame, and why has there not been a lot of black quarterbacks win Super Bowls or win multiple Super Bowls? I mean, at least get one. Like I said, despite the careers of Doug Williams, Randall Cunningham, Steve McNair, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Warren Moon, all these names. Warren Moon is the only black quarterback in the Hall of Fame. And Warren Moon, if you go back and research him, he said he went through a lot of racist shit, a lot of hateful shit to play quarterback in the NFL. Only 3 black quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl. Mahomes, Williams, and Russell Wilson. Now, Russell Wilson and Mahomes are not really full-blooded American. Russell Wilson, I think they're from Hawaii or something like that. But Mahomes, his mom is white. His mom is European American. So we have to understand that Doug Williams being the only full-blooded, full-blown brother with a championship, this happened back in 88. So you telling me that it ain't been no good black quarterbacks capable enough of winning a championship in the NFL since 88? And then Mahomes just started winning in 2020, 2021, 2023. Mahomes just started, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had, the only quarterback win before that was Russell Wilson. So y'all have to understand, we haven't had a real full-blown black quarterback win a championship in the I era. We ain't had one since 88. This type of shit they'll say when you win a championship. It's important to acknowledge the 70-year history of black quarterbacks in the NFL who never got their shot. It's important to remember those who played a role in the long, arduous journey to get to this point. Because this moment will not just mean so much to them, but to their families. And many who will cut a path to Sunday. See, they trying to talk as if you doing something great by being a black quarterback and winning the championship. Now, let me explain why I'm saying it like that. I know a lot of y'all might say it sound crazy. Like, what you mean, man? It is great. For years and years and years and years, players like Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, Steve McNair, all that, even in the NBA, even in the MLB, If y'all, especially for the new generation, y'all don't really know. Back in the day, white people used to treat them so bad to the point where they would pour beer on them, they'll spit on them, they'll disrespect their kid. Call them niggas up and down the field. They like you could be playing for the home team, and the home team white people still be calling you a nigga. They'll still be out there talking about get out there, nigga. Everybody got this black nigga syndrome, this black nigga slave syndrome in America. They think that when they look at black people, they see slaves. So they see somebody that's supposed to be working for you or supposed to be doing something for you. They don't see you as a human being, so to speak, all the way. Yeah, of course that bloodline of people is dying off, but that type of bloodline of people still own the NFL. They still own the NBA. They still own the MLB. They still own these corporations. The new generation is coming up just like us. You know, they 80s and 90s babies. But that old generation before that, a lot of those people are really racist. Very racist. The European Americans. And we know for a fact that Patrick Mahomes' mom is not racist. That's why it's not just all European. It's these ones that's in charge and running shit. So why would you suppress the success of a black quarterback? Cause if you go ask any old head, go ask anybody in your family back in the day, as a being a black quarterback, there was this thing that the commissioners and coaches and people would say that the black man wasn't smart enough to play the quarterback position. And like I just said a minute ago, they go back to this BNS, this black nigga slave syndrome. They think you a slave. They think you a nigga. You a nigger. You ain't nothing. Like I explained in my last video, that being a nigga mean you nothing. You a slave. You just a piece of meat. So they think you not smart enough to play quarterback. But you can play receiver. You can play middle linebacker. You can play strong safety. You can play running back. You can play on the line. But no, you can't. You ain't smart enough to play quarterback. So you can play every other 10 position. It's 11 people on the field. You can play every other 10 position. You smart enough to play the other 10 positions. Y'all gotta listen to how dumb this shit is. Listen how stupid this shit sound. You smart enough to play every other 10 position on the field. You smart enough to go to practice. You smart enough to go to workouts. You probably stronger than the quarterback. You smart enough to do everything that this quarterback doing with the team. Get on the bus, catch the flight. You smart enough to do all that shit. You own the team. You made it to the NFL. But they gonna tell you that you're not smart enough to play quarterback. Hey, P.S.A, why is that? P.S.A, why would they say that? Because the quarterback is always the leader. It's always that guy. He's the coach on the field. He's the guy that's got to orchestrate things and make the right decisions while he's on the field. The quarterback is the leader. He has to think. He has to move quick. He gotta be on his toes. He can't make a mistake. It's gonna cost him the game. It's gonna cost him his career. It's gonna cost him a championship. So are these black quarterbacks getting up here to these championships and just flopping, just having bad games? Like Cam Newton, Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson in his last one, Colin Kaepernick, Steve McNair. He had an alright game in the Super Bowl. But he didn't play like Steve McNair. Like, why are these guys all of a sudden just getting to the Super Bowl and having these terrible games, making these terrible decisions? So then you be like, oh man, well, that's their fault. You know, they out there playing. But hold on. There is a game plan, right? There is a certain scheme or certain plan, a certain thing that the team go over before they go into these games. The coach sets up a game plan of what plays he want to run against whatever defense you playing or whatever team you playing. So y'all go into the game with a game plan. Who's to say that these commissioners and these owners are not sitting down with these coaches and coming up with a game plan to make sure they know that they're going to lose, or it's going to be very difficult for their quarterback tonight. We're going to run this type of plays where he ain't going to have help on this side, or the quarterback don't know. Because let me tell y'all something, if you think these quarterback, mean these owners and coaches ain't phony kicking it, think about this. If you think these coaches and shit won't phony kick with these black quarterbacks, think about that RG3 story. If you ain't been up on it, he just, damn, I forgot, I can't think of the coach's name, but his coach for the Redskins, he had my man, was it Gruden or something like that? But my man had told him, the coach, peep this now, the coach told him, this is what RG3 said. Robert Griffin III. You can go look this story up. It's pretty new. He just talked about it about, I think, like last week or so. But he say the coach told him to go into the interview with the press, go into the press conference and put some pressure on his teammates. Like talk about how they need to step up with you. Like put some pressure on the team. The coach told the coach, the head coach of the Washington Redskins at that time told RG3 to go into the interview and do this. And RG3 being the person who he is, he gonna listen to his coach. He gonna do the right thing, whatever. And he probably agreed with him to a certain extent. So he went in there and did it. He went in there and, hey, yeah, guys around, we need to step up, walk the bound. And I remember the interview a little bit. He going in and then he said after the interview, RG3 said after the interview, after he got off the podium, he said the head coach got up there and aired him out for it. Just threw him under the bus. And he said after that, everything kind of just went downhill for him. Everything just kind of trickled down for him. And he said it's kind of like he sabotaged his career. He kind of phony kicked it with him, got him, and got him to where he was vulnerable, and just kind of sabotaged your career. And to think that people won't do this, or European Americans won't do this to Americans, you think about how shit you deal with at work. You ain't never seen a white dude come get a brother or something and send him off on a duck ass job. Send him off on some shit, act nice with him and shit, and then put him on just the wackest shit. Or he'll go get a Spanish person, or somebody go get a Spanish guy, and just because the Spanish guy really don't know, or the new guy don't know, they go put him on some bogus shit. They phony kick it with him, get cool with him, and then go put him on some, kind of send him off. That shit happens in life, man. That shit happens in life. Y'all think because these folks up here sitting with this money, big pretty TV screens and shit, y'all think everything just good and sweet. Oh, it ain't. Oh, it ain't. If this shit is scripted, then by default, don't none of this shit matter. None of the shit they be talking about, none of the accolades, none of the yards. The only thing that really matters is their performance. Like, you can't script that. You can't script the catches and I've seen these gloves, these little sticky gloves and shit, but you can't script a motherfucker's ability. Ain't no robots out there. But the thing you can script is the game plans. What you gonna run, what you ain't gonna run, the referees. And if y'all think that these owners and shit ain't got their hands dipped deep down into these teams, depends on what team you go to and shit. Look at how Ocho Cinco and them airing out Jerry Jones. They saying Jerry Jones need to get up out of Dallas. Why would they say that? See what I'm saying? He probably over there trying to dictate shit, call plays. Ain't no telling what the hell Jerry Jones over there doing. So y'all have to understand that these commissioners and coaches and folks above these players, they have their hands deep down into the game plans of what the fuck is going on that field. That's how they script them. It ain't like they out there saying and action and it's a Hollywood movie. It ain't. That's not what people mean by saying it's scripted. Scripted mean that it's already been planned out. Everything's already planned out. So what type of plans do they have for black quarterbacks. When let's just be honest. Every other high school game I go to, both teams got a black quarterback. Now I'm from Alabama, so it might just be an Alabama thing. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know how it is around where you from. But where I'm from, 9 times out of 10 nowadays, it's gonna be a brother back there at quarterback because they running the option. Some teams down here still run wing T, but most teams run that option and run that shotgun option, and they spread the field out, and they need that quarterback that can move. So I really think that a quarterback that's mobile and can throw is the better version of a quarterback. Even if you got a pocket passer, yeah, but that's like the old traditional. I think that's why they was scripting Tom Brady to win so many championships because they want to make that look like that's the way you play quarterback. But in reality, you can give me Michael Vick over anybody with Cam Newton coming behind him. Give me Michael Vick and Cam Newton, and everybody else can get the fuck out the way. I don't care. I don't care what quarterback you get. Give me them two in a prime for my quarterbacks, and with Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, T.O., and Tyreek Hill on the outsides, and Marshawn Lynch, Walter Payton, Herschel Walker, all them in the backfield. Adrian Peterson. That's my running back room, and you can get whoever the fuck you want to get. But Michael Vick will be my quarterback. Now there are quarterbacks that's a little better than Cam Newton, so to speak, like far as throwing the ball. Peyton Manning was definitely a dart thrower. Peyton Manning is a great quarterback, definitely deserving of all the stuff he get. But if it's scripted, then you kind of look at it different. Because Tom Brady got all these championships and accolades, and he had an arm on him though. He put that bitch on the money. Got to give him that. But at the same time, if it was scripted, then what? Like I say, you can't script the ability. You just script the accomplishments and what's going on. So Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, good quarterbacks, good natural quarterbacks. They was good quarterbacks in college, so they good quarterbacks. Just like Michael Vick was good in college. Cam Newton was good in college. All these quarterbacks that are in the NFL are somewhat good in college. But these guys get in the league and they also good. They also great. They also become game changers, as Cam say. Game winners. And I really think that if they would have left Michael Vick alone, if he wouldn't have gotten that shit, which a lot of it's his fault too, but if he wouldn't have gotten that shit like that, he would have been the greatest quarterback to ever lace him up. I'm sorry. He would have broke all records and all that shit. But if they scripting it to suppress their success, they wouldn't have let him get no rings. Or he might have got one or something. He might have been the new Doug Williams. Cause we ain't had another Doug Williams. We ain't had an all black a brother win the championship since '88. Could this be that time? Is Lamar Jackson gonna win it? Are they gonna allow that? Or would they rather? Would they rather like? It's almost like okay, they see that the new era is the black quarterback. They see that. I'm pretty sure they sit up and have meetings about that. They've been seeing this for the last 10 years. The black quarterback is what you want. So I guess they say if it's gonna be a black quarterback, if y'all gonna run the NFL now, we gonna make sure that we give y'all who the brother is, and that's Mahomes, cause his mom white. They ain't gonna give you no brother, cause since I've been a kid, like I said, I remember McNabb, Randall Cunningham. I remember Warren Moon a little bit. So I'm saying, so it's like all these great quarterbacks been popping up, but they never got no championships. They never won a ring. Never. Warren Moon threw all them yards, got all them points, never won a championship. McNabb threw all them yards, got all them. He had T.O. He had Deshaun Jackson, McCoy. I mean, Philly was always that team. McNabb was a great quarterback. They never got a ring. Why? Why? Was it scripted for that? Was it some behind closed doors shit going on? Cam Newton, as soon as he came in the league, game changer. That guy never was able to get that championship. And then once he went, he was never able to get back in there. Yeah, he got hurt and stuff, but come on, man. Russell Wilson, he get one, but then they don't get a ball back to Marshawn. They throw this little fluky ass play that was called from upstairs. There you go. There it went. Now look at Russell Wilson. They just sabotaging his career till he just retired. They just tearing him all the way down, just like they did Kaepernick. Now let's see what's going to happen to Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts just lost last year. Then he just got put out, just out the blue. Like, damn, how the fuck that happened? The Bill? Tampa Bay? You got put out by a team that we know it wasn't gonna make it. Everybody knew Tampa Bay wasn't gonna make the playoffs. Championship. And y'all put the Eagles out? I'm saying, man, we gotta start looking into this shit. What the fuck is going on behind closed doors in the NFL? Cam Newton, you need to go holler at somebody. Cam, you need to go holler. You need to go slap somebody. Because something happened. Something is happening with the all-black, with the full-blooded brothers at this quarterback position. I think they are suppressing the success of black quarterbacks. There is a low-key agenda to suppress the success of black quarterbacks. I'm telling you. And I don't know, I don't know how long this been going on, but the more research I look up, this shit been going on since the merge of the NFL and the AFL. Because if y'all don't know, the AFC is the old AFL. It was two football leagues back in the day. And most of the brothers was able to play in the AFL. But the NFL wasn't allowing no brothers. So when they merged them together, they started, the brothers was in that. And I mean, shit just went through the roof. Superstars and shit was created then. That's when all the stars and shit came. And it was brother quarterbacks back then. But all the way up until now, it's like they kind of suppressed the stardom and the legacies of these black quarterbacks, man. Straight up. I don't understand it. We got to understand that this shit is no longer about physical competition. This shit is straight entertainment. And if it's scripted, if it's scripted the way I'm saying, the way I'm thinking, because the way they did Mike Vick, the way they did, even though Mike Vick fucked up, but they punished him to the max. They treated Mike Vick like he was a thug criminal thug, and just ruined his career. Because Michael Vick was on his way to break every record you could think of. Every record. Mike Vick was finna be the GOAT, the greatest ever in my eyes. I seen it. But you got Russell Wilson. You got Kaepernick. Now we got Jalen Hurts. McNabb. Rest in peace, McNabb. You got all these black great Cunningham. It's some I ain't even naming it. Cordell. It's a whole lot of different black quarterback that could do it, but did not get a ring. P.S.A, man, I think it's an agenda to suppress the success of the black quarterback in the NFL. Check into it, man. For real.